Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film a what's on my iPhone video. I haven't filmed one of these before, but I thought it'd be interesting. And yeah, let's get into it. I have the iPhone 8 Plus. I've had it for about, I want to say over a year, and it does have some cracks on it, but I also have a Lumi case on it, which lights up. And I have a pop socket that matches the case. So I'm gonna just go right on with it. This is like my front screen, my home screen. I have all of the standard apps that come on the iPhone, but some that I've added in, like YouTube Studio, which is gonna be like my first app that I really recommend. If you create videos on YouTube, it'll let you have easy access to your comments and to your uploads and things, and you can look at the stats and stuff without having to go right on the computer on the website. So I really love that. And then I also have podcasts on here, which is great. There's a lot of podcasts that I listen to if I'm in the car or if I have free time to listen to them. And another app on here, My Symptoms. It's this app that my doctor recommended to me when I was having like I was trying to figure out what foods I was allergic to and what was giving me stomach aches and things like that, and I used this to sort of track. And so if you're interested in something like that, I recommend it, but otherwise you don't really need it or anything. And then going on, I have health, settings, VCB mobility, that's my bank app. And then The Secret is an app that I saw a blogger use, and it's just basically the book, a lot of messages from the book The Secret, put into an app that's sort of something you can read every single day, and I kind of like that. I don't use it that often, but I like having it on my front screen if I want some motivation for that day. And then onto these two, I have my period diary, and that helps me keep track of my cycle. I really recommend it to any girls out there. It's really helpful with keeping track. I've used this app for like 4 years now consistently, and it's nice to have all of your records and information all in one place. So I really like that aspect of it. And then this other app I used so much during the summer, it's Mind Body, and it's kind of an app that you can use to sign up for fitness classes. You can sign up for other types of wellness too, like massage, acupuncture, meditation, nutrition. There's so many different things. It'll sort of tell you pick what time you're looking for the class and what day, and you can book whatever you want, and it's just really cool. And then it'll show up on your schedule, and you can add it to your calendar and stuff. But I use this a lot for yoga, and I love this app. I recommend it if you want to get back into fitness and you want to sign up for some classes. It'll show you around your neighborhood, and also a lot of places have deals. So I definitely recommend that app. It's really good. Going on with that, on the bottom, my main page, I just have what I use the most. So phone calls, I have Safari, and then Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat if you want, description in the my username will be in the description box, and then I have Instagram as well. And so those are like the social medias that I use the most. And going on to that is sort of when things get a bit chaotic. I have Bitmoji, which is kind of like interface with Snapchat. Where's my Bitmoji? That's me. I don't really use it that often unless I want to change it, which I haven't recently. And then Shazam to find music. If you hear something and you want to know what song's playing in a store or in any kind of aspect, you can use that and it'll discover it for you. I have SoundCloud because I really love SoundCloud. And it's just music app, streaming app. And then I have voice memos, which is a new that used to be only they changed the design of it and everything. And then Find iPhone, which I have used before, music memos, which is similar to voice memos. I just like the interface of it more, and I think that one costs money. Messenger for Facebook, PayPal, Venmo, Depop, which is really cool. You can use it to sell or buy clothing, and things are really affordable. You can find different designer brands and things like that, and I know as a seller they take way less. So like if you want to look at mine, it's at Miss Margaret. I've sold so many things on there, but even more on Poshmark, which is right next to it. And you can look up stuff, search brands and different things like that, and there's a ton of users and stuff, and they will pay for shipping for you. It's just like in the final fees, so it's a lot easier, I think, than Depop. I have some yoga pants right now listed and stuff, but yeah, I really like Poshmark. And then there's Uber, Wonderground, which is a weather app, and I don't really use that much, but it gives you more information than the weather app that's like built in on phones, which is really nice. And then what else? I have Authenticator, which is what I use for different apps when they want you to authenticate that you're logging in and stuff like that. That's what it's for. Heart rate app, which is free, and I wouldn't say this is super accurate. You put your finger on the flash and it'll take your heart rate. It kind of works, but it's not that great. Seconds Pro, which is nice if you want to have different timers. If you want to time a workout or do like interval training, that's what I use this for. And then I have UV Lens, which tells you how harsh the UV rays are. I really recommend this. It's really cool because you can even go like to see, like all day today was really low UV. And then it'll tell you like tomorrow it's probably the same thing. But yeah, I love this app because it'll tell you how much like should I be using sunscreen today, like when I go outside, that kind of stuff. These are all like more medical apps. So Helo is another interface that I use for talking to my doctors, because you can access your prescriptions through the app and message doctors about different concerns and stuff, and I really like that. Atlas is kind of in that same realm. It's an app that has like a 3D model of the human body. Sure. And you can look up different, like this, I had it specifically focused on the digestive system, but it'll tell you what things are, and just lots of information. So if you want to learn about human anatomy and stuff, it's pretty cool. Anything from bones to different nervous, circulatory systems, all the systems in the body, all the organs, and yeah, it's really cool. And then on with that, Epocrates I use for knowing whether different medications or supplements I'm taking have bad side effects and interactions with one another. And I heard about this app from Dr. Mike because he uses it for his patients, but you don't have to be a doctor to use it. Like I will put in my medications and then it'll tell you if they interact negatively and also what side effects are on the medication. It's just nice to have it all in one place. So I really like that for that reason. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You do have like to upgrade to have access to certain things, but yeah, I like it to be able to check for interactions with different medications. I don't use it much anymore because I'm really not taking anything, but when I did, I found it very handy. And then on with that, Libby is this like, you can use your library to look up different books and have access to ebooks and audiobooks. So I think it's really convenient if that's what you're interested in. And then it also keeps track of like what books you've returned and checked out and all of that kind of stuff. So I really like it. It also has lots of suggestions, and if you want to find books to read, it's a great resource. So recommend Libby to anyone. You just log in, whatever library card you have, you'll log in and you'll have access to all their books and database and everything. And then on with that, I have FMH Mobile, which is just like Helo. It's another app to connect with your physician, to send them a message or set up an appointment, all of that kind of stuff. And then Ovia is similar to the period diary that I was talking about. You can track your menstrual cycle and stuff like that, and it has a lot of other information and health tips and all that kind of stuff. It's more advanced and has more information than the other period tracking app. So I recommend both of them. I think it sort of depends on like what you what you are looking for. I kind of like my period diary more. I just feel like it's easier to use and way more straightforward and basic. But yeah, and then I have Google Calendar, and then the next slide of different apps. This is mainly my photo editing apps. So I have Facetune, Kira, Snow, Afterlight, Darkroom, Timer Cam, Airbrush, Snapseed, Visco, Faded, Preview, Retouch, and Boomerang, and Pocket. I'm gonna put this over here. But these are all like apps that I use to edit photos. I don't use all of them. I pretty much mainly use like Snapseed and Facetune. And then I'll use Preview to see how it'll look in my feed. But yeah, and then I have Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I tweet pretty much every day, but it's mainly reposting articles that I find important. That's my Twitter. I only have 300 followers on it. And then Starwalk is an app that I used a lot over the summer when it would be dark. It wouldn't get dark until like 9, but I love this app. It'll use your location and tell you what you can see in the sky. So if I'm like looking up this way in the sky, I can see, it'll even tell you satellites and stuff and where the moon and sun are. And then like down here is Pisces, up here is like the Hercules constellation, Sagittarius, Pluto would be visible on the horizon line. It's just really cool if you love stars and want to go stargazing. This is like a really good interactive guide, and it's like 3D, and yeah, I love it. Like for looking at constellations and stars, I think it's great. Yeah, it'll tell you where the sun is, which is pretty low at this point. But yeah, really cool app. Starbucks great. And then next to that, I have Rainy Mood, which is an app that I bought, but it also has a website. So if you want to like look at it online, they do have a website that's free, but I like it for doing schoolwork. If I want to have like a background sound for me, rain is what makes me most productive. So I really like Rainy Mood for that. I'll just plug it in and listen to it. It's really nice. Let's see if I can. It's very relaxing. I think it's just great. And then I have News, which is a newer, I think this was in more of like the update, but yeah, if you want to have quick access to lots of different news articles, I like it. And with that, there's IGTV, which I really don't look at very often. ThreadUp is similar to Poshmark and Depop. It's an app where you can find discounted stuff. It's like thrifting, but on your phone. You can use it on, I think their website's accessible too. It's not just app form. I haven't really used it that much because I feel like the other apps are better for finding, because usually I want to find a specific designer brand that I want to get used off Poshmark or Depop, so I use those, but ThreadUp's great. And then I have Discord, Bird, which is like the new scooter thing. You have to have the app to be able to use it. And then MyFitnessPal, which is good for like tracking things, but I don't really use it very much. And then Canopy is a new app that I found when I was looking at online at different interesting apps. They have a ton of indie movies, and it's free. Like it's free to download and stuff. But they have lots of, like Sundance winners. Classic films. Like so many different things that you can just watch on your phone. I just think it's really cool. I haven't really like looked through it very much because I'm not a person that really likes to watch stuff on my phone, but if you're interested in it, I recommend it. It's really, the layout's really nice. It's easy to use interface. So Canopy is another one. And then on my last section of my phone, I have like really, really random stuff. Some of them photo editing, but yeah, Foodie is, I think it's just for like, I don't even know. I don't know if it's like for taking pictures of stuff or what. I guess it is. It's like another filter app. I just sort of downloaded it. I haven't looked at it really since. Beauty Plus is another photo editing app. Keto Diet I downloaded because I was interested in it, and it helps you, like if you're trying to start a keto diet, it'll tell you around how much you should eat a day. And yeah, it's cool. I haven't really used it though. Spring is another photo editing app. Color Tone, InstaFit2, InShot, Me2, all of those are photo editing apps. And I use some of them like depending on what I want to do in my photo. And then on with that, Helios is a really cool app. I think it does cost money on the App Store, but it's really accurate, and if you're into photography and you want to try to get golden hour shots, or if you want to try to see when during the day, based on wherever you are, what kind of lighting will be and when, so there's like, it'll tell you like when blue hour is today, when golden hour is in the morning, what time sunrise and sunset are, and I find it really helpful. And it can tell you all like whatever date you're looking for, and based on your location and stuff. You can save locations too, but I know there's a lot of other things you can do, but it does have like an augmented reality aspect to it. But yeah, I think it's a really cool app, Helios, if you want to check it out. Camera Connect is a Canon app, and you can use it to sort of see on your phone what is being filmed and shot in the lens, and I find that really helpful. I've used it to take photos of myself and to record myself and things like that. If you don't have a cable to like plug into, let's say, a laptop and stuff to see what's going to be on the screen or viewfinder, I use it for that. And then Plan is similar to this preview app. Plan is it'll show you like what your feed on Instagram will look like. That's kind of what it's for. And then Happy Cow is an app that I discovered from Grace Fit UK. It shows you all the restaurants in your area and if they have vegan or vegetarian options. Yeah, and it helps you find, like, I want to try new vegan because I've heard really good things about it, and I've been to a few of these places, and yeah, it's a cool place to find like healthier options or just vegetarian options if you're a vegetarian or vegan, that kind of stuff. And then Hyperlapse, Layout, those are Instagram apps. Huji is another editing app. It's like vintage photo, kind of camera roll kind of thing. Facetune 2, another editing app I don't use that much. Picture This is for identifying different plants. So if you see like a plant and you'd want to know what it is, what species it is, it'll tell you, which is pretty cool. I really need to try it out, and also apparently has plant. That's really, so I guess if you have, it also would be helpful if you have plants in your house and you want to know how to properly take care of them. It'll give you information on that. But, oh, that's so cool. But yeah, it'll tell you like different plants in the areas and stuff like that. That's cool. That's Picture This. And then Yoga Studio is an app for yoga practices. It does, I think that there are some lessons that are free and then some that are not. I haven't really used it, as you can tell. But yeah, you just sort of, I mean, I've heard good things about it, but I really haven't used it. And then Unfold is another app where you can edit and create stories. It's mainly for creating stories on Instagram. Mosaico, I think it's another photo editing app. And then Patreon, this is just an app for people that have Patreon accounts. And it's an easy way to, if you want to post something, you can create a new post on your phone. You don't have to be on your computer to do so. And they do have like a lens thing, so you can kind of put stuff on your story as if it was Instagram or Snapchat, which is really cool, and I like that. Tezza, another picture editing app. Find Friends is kind of like a location tracker. You can connect with friends and know where they are, and be aware of their location and stuff. Facebook now has a share location thing that's really similar, but I like this app because you can have it like continuously. On Facebook it's like a 60 minutes max. And then my last app is Sleep Cycle, and that's just it's kind of like an alarm app, and it'll tell you also like your sleep cycle, as in when you were asleep, awake, when you were in deep sleep, how well you slept, things like that. I recently re-downloaded it, so I haven't really used it. And I know that there's certain aspects of it that cost money too, but I don't have that. But yeah, that's sort of everything that I have on my phone, and yeah, I hope that you found this interesting. I don't use my phone all that much. I mainly just use it for social media and texting, calling, those kinds of things, the basics. But I do like the new news app that they have with the update. It's way more easier to use. And for like checking comments and stuff, I really do use my phone to respond to most comments. I find it the easiest. And then also with like health, I think that there's been a lot of new health apps out there, and like LifeSum's another one for tracking stuff, but I do like MyFitnessPal. There's a lot of things like that that are great for tracking, and also I know there's workout apps too, like 7 Minutes and things like that, but mainly I use it for photo editing and then social media. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you have any like suggestions on different apps that I should try out, or if there's any apps that I've mentioned that you've used, let me know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will have a new video up in this coming week as well. So yeah, bye.